Hi Geminis, it's Nick and Nala. This is your weekly love reading for all my Geminis, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. And you can also check out your other signs as well. And keep in mind that these are general readings, so it may not always resonate with everybody. So just listen with an open mind and open heart and take what fits and leave the rest out. I'm going to get your love message, what is in your heart space and what is in the other person's heart space and what's going on with you guys. So let's look into your situation, and then if you find that's resonating, want to find out more, the link to the extended reading will be below in the description box. And if you want to follow me, my Instagram is at NicLoves with 2 eyes. Alright, so let's get started. Let's see, what is your love message for all the gems of my eyes, Geminis? For Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, males and females, send them healing, love, happiness, abundance. What is their love message for this week, please? Whoa, that one just flew out. Ooh, fate. This is a destined partnership. This is a destined partnership, and the way it kind of just fell out like that makes me feel like it's gonna come out of the blue. Like it's literally gonna come out of nowhere, and you're gonna be like, what the heck? How did this person, like, how did I meet this person? Or where did you come from? Like, what the heck? You really won't see it happen. You won't see it coming, I mean, and it just really may appear, or this person or you, the way you guys connect or how you meet is gonna be really weird, or in the place that you would never thought it would have been. Like, I don't know, maybe you're pumping gas, or maybe you're like walking your dog at the park or something, and all of a sudden you see this person and they're struggling with something and you help them, or like, I don't know, it's just gonna be something really weird, but like in a good way. It's just gonna feel fated, like it was destiny. It's like, wow, I never go that route, but the day that I do go there and meet this person, it just feels like it was meant to be. So it's just gonna fly out and appear right in front of your eyes, and you're not gonna see it coming. Okay, all right, let's see. What is in your heart space? What is in Gemini's heart space? Wow, why is everything falling out? Oh my gosh, it's crazy. So maybe your energy right now is really scattered. You may be kind of like all over the place right now, really anxious or nervous, or maybe as you're watching this, you're like, oh my gosh, I want to know what's going on. I just met this person and like I really want to know. Chill, calm down, calm down. Let's see. What is in this other person's heart space? Okay. All right, so Gemini, the one that kind of fell out for you that I saw first was a longing. So you're thinking about someone, maybe you're missing them, or you're wishing that you were with them. Maybe you just saw them or you just got off the phone with them, but either way, it doesn't matter. You want to see them, you want to be with them, and maybe some of you are even feeling homesick, or just the feeling that you shared with someone makes you like yearn for them, makes you really miss them. So some of you could be thinking of someone and missing them, or just miss the feeling of love, miss the feeling of being in a connection and, you know, sharing space, and just the feeling that you used to have of liking someone and having romantic feelings for them. Maybe that's what you miss. Because sometimes you think you miss your ex, but in reality, you don't. You just miss the feeling of being loved, or cuddles, hugs, kisses. It's not that you miss them, you just miss the memories or how it made you feel. And then on this side, for this person's heart space, they're feeling a little bit ashamed, unworthy, or humiliated. I don't know why this is. Maybe the way you guys met or your encounter made them feel very self-conscious, or you saw them at a low point or in a place that they were not really proud of, and they're kind of like, oh, like wanting to hide their face or not really wanting to show themselves. Like maybe they fell in front of you, or, you know, maybe they just did something embarrassing when you guys met, and they're just like, oh my gosh, I'm mortified. Gemini's gonna think I'm an idiot, or they're gonna think I'm a fool, or they're gonna judge me. And it might not really be the case, but something, you know, it could even be an insecurity that they feel, of unworthiness. And I think you don't even see them in that light though, because sometimes a lot of times we are our own worst critics, right? And like things that we hate about ourselves, maybe no one even notices, no one even like looks twice, but we think like it's such a big deal, and sometimes it turns out to really not be a big deal, right? Like someone, let's say, I don't know, they have a big forehead and they're like, oh my gosh, I hate my forehead, I'm so insecure about it. But like when people talk to you, it's like the last thing they think about, you know. It's like, I'm not looking at your forehead and be like, wow, she has a big forehead, or he has a big forehead. It's just something that you are pointing out by yourself that you bothers you, but in reality, no one really notices that. Like no one, it doesn't do anything, you know. I'm sure some of you could relate. It could be with like anything, right? Maybe you're super hairy, or maybe you're really tall, or you're really short, or you're really skinny, or a little bit chubby, you know, and like you think that bothers people, but maybe it really doesn't. Let's see. What's going on with all my Geminis, please? Give us clarity, insight, a clear message, a clear story. For Geminis, 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 send them healing, love, happiness, abundance. What's going on with them this week in regards to love, please? Okay, now with this other person. Okay, all right, so Geminis, on your side here we have 6 of Wands, the 9 of Swords in reverse, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, and then on this side for this person we have the 5 of Swords, Temperance, and the Star. All right, so you could be dealing with another air sign, most likely maybe Aquarius or Gemini, Libra, or also a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But of course, it doesn't have to be, but it could be one of these signs, or they may have one of these energies, or Moon, Rising, Venus, somewhere in their chart, okay? But just keep an open mind, it doesn't have to be. Okay, so what's going on here? I feel like this person has a lot of knowledge, and they're someone who carries a lot of wisdom, but they don't realize it. Like, they don't realize their true power and their true potential. And maybe they've always been like put down before, whether it's with their family or from their friends or society or their neighbors. Like, it could be anything, but I feel like they come from a lot of conflict, a lot of maybe mental, verbal abuse, possibly, of people maybe shooting down their ideas, or telling them they're not good enough, or like, oh yeah, you want to do that, good luck, or like, you know, just really making them feel inferior. Maybe this person had learning disabilities, or didn't learn the same way as other people, or had ADHD, right? Or I'm sure a lot of us, right, went to school with people who like had that and couldn't really concentrate, and then the teachers would get mad, and that student maybe would think that there's something wrong with them, but in reality it's just that they learn differently. They have different skills, and the way our school system is, it doesn't always cater to all types of different learners, right? We're not all the same. We all learn differently. Some people have really good photographic memory, some people are good listeners, some people need visuals. It's different. So this person may have grown up with some kind of learning disability, but also could have had friends or family, people around them that, you know, put them down or made them feel not good enough, or they felt like they weren't smart for whatever reason. And they probably are really smart. They just were not told that. They were told the opposite, so they started to believe that, right? Because if you grow up a certain way and people are always telling you the same thing, you begin to believe that, even if it's not true at all. That you may be super talented and skilled, but because you've grown up with people telling you the opposite, you put that aside and you think that it's not worth anything. You think that, oh no, I'm worth nothing, I'm not smart, this and that, but it's not true. So they may come from a difficult background like that, and now as an adult, they probably are always kind of like in this victim mentality, or thinking that they're not good enough, always having a hard time to voice their opinion, or to actually like speak up and communicate and say, like, I feel like they're timid, like they're always scared to say their opinion, or scared to say what's on their mind, because it may be not received well and people may attack them or something. And that's not true. It's just how maybe they grew up. And this may have carried out and translated into love and relationships. And when they're dating, they're always like having these miscommunications or conflicts in expressing themselves, and maybe the partner or other people kind of walking all over them, and them feeling like they can't like they're not being heard, they're not being listened to or understood. Okay, so that I feel like is gonna hit home for someone very specific or for very few of you, but I feel it very strongly for this person, and I think that will really help you to understand them a lot deeper. Because the more you understand someone and their background, the history, the closer of a connection you can have with them, and you know how to kind of like address them and not handle them, but like how to really just overall understand them and like speak to them in a way. It's kind of like, you know, when you speak to a child, you don't speak to the child the same way as you speak to your grandparent or to your boss. It's kind of different. It doesn't mean you're being fake, but you're adjusting to how this person is and knowing how to kind of approach them and, you know, the situation. Okay, all right, hopefully that didn't go too far on a tangent, but I felt like that was necessary to say. So this week, Geminis, I feel like you are going to be really competitive, something that you're taking up a challenge and you're going to be really, really successful at it. This could be with work, school, a hobby, or a project that you want to do. Maybe you're trying to, you know, push yourself at the gym or in sports or something. But I just feel like you're going to be competitive and have a lot of motivation, a lot of fire, just like choom, choom, choom. Like, when are you not like that, right? But I just feel like whatever you set your mind to, you're going to be really good. Like, you may win a prize this week, you may get recognition at work or something that you do is you're going to excel at it, or you're going to do really well, or someone be like, wow, you do that so good, or like, how'd you do that, or how did you get like that, or wow, did you lose weight, or have you gained weight, but in a good way, like your booty's looking so nice, or wow, your legs are looking amazing. Like, you're gonna accomplish something and it's gonna make you feel really good, and I think you know that you're good at it. I feel like you have the confidence, so your confidence is gonna be up. So good, keep it up. And because of these good things that are going to be happening to you and kind of restoring your self-esteem, your self-worth, your confidence, anything that was blocking you, you're removing that. All these blockages are being unblocked and removed from your life. And I think these were like mental things that were affecting you, like how you think, how you communicate, but also could have been that was affecting you with your health. So if you were or have been dealing with some kind of health issue, I feel like you're getting better from it, you're healing. Or you're finding the right treatments, doctors, medication, or you're changing your lifestyle, your diet. But either way, you're getting all these things that were bringing you down or causing blockages, or maybe you were having a hard time sleeping or staying asleep, feeling down, feeling stuck. You're not going to feel stuck anymore. It's like internally and externally, things are like starting to move and pick up. Okay, it's like, think of a river that has a bunch of rocks in the middle, you know, kind of like for people and animals to cross over. And now all those rocks have been removed. So now the water's like, it can like flow really fast. That's what I'm seeing for you guys. And I also feel it's like not only your confidence and motivation, but the way you express yourself, your communication is just like gonna be on point, and you're gonna be cutting out things that are no good for you. You being really clear, really logical, really set in what you want to do. And I just feel like you're like on top of things. You're super sharp this week, and people are going to really be able to hear and understand you, and you're going to have something to say. And I do feel like you're going to have some communication with this person, and whatever you say to them, I think is going to really hit home and really impact them in the best possible way. And I think it's something that they really needed to hear. So probably by the end of the week, you're going to say something or communicate something to them, and it's going to come off as something that is really true, really honest, and they're gonna really feel it, and I think it's gonna hit home for them. Okay, and I feel like this person with you, they're gonna start to become more optimistic, more hopeful, try to learn more from their emotions and try to be more grounded. And I do feel like sometimes they're really scattered all over the place, but I kind of feel like what you teach or what you're showing them is going to help them focus and move them in the right direction. Maybe it's just like the example you give off, or who you are, how you speak to them. I think is going to really help them shine and be more comfortable to be who they are in their own skin. And I feel like this person inside has a lot of unique qualities about themselves. They're really special. They can have a different way of dressing, speaking, the way they do things. They're really like someone who is a pure soul, who wants to help, who wants to expand awareness, consciousness of humanity, but for the longest time had a hard time connecting to themselves and knowing themselves really deeply. And I feel like they have so much potential to do so many great things in life. And you see that, and I think you're like, hey, wake up. Like, what are you doing? Like, you're so great. You have all this like gifts and talents. Like, what do you mean? Why are you putting yourself down like this? And I feel like just that pep talk, that's what it is. I feel like you're gonna have a pep talk with them. Or a conversation turns into some kind of like pep talk. And it's gonna wake them up and make them realize, you know, how really special they are. And I think whatever you have to say to them is gonna make them feel really special. And it's like I feel like your soul is just gonna remember that you needed to say those words to this person. It's gonna be like some weird thing, but it's like all the words are just gonna like flow out of your mouth. Weird, but very cool. Okay, so we're gonna dive in deeper in the extended to get more information, to see where their energy's at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they want you to know, and what their next action and move will be towards you, and then also your advice. So if you want to know more, the link to the extended will be below. Oh, also one thing, I feel like this person may have really nice legs or like hips. And I feel like they're actually really, really smart, but the way they learn is very different from a lot of other people or from majority. Okay, all right, so hopefully I'll see you guys in the extended. The link will be below, and I'll talk to you guys soon. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. All right, take care. Say bye, Nella. She's like, no. Bye.